Welcome to the Ghostly Chronicles. The Well of Whispering Bones. The legend. In a forgotten village deep within the thick, uncharted jungles of Arunava Valley, there was a story the elders never finished, a tale of an ancient, bottomless well hidden in the heart of the forest, known as the Well of Whispering Bones. They said anyone who listened closely near its edge would hear faint whispers, voices of those who never returned. The well was said to be the entrance to a place older than death itself. No maps marked its location. No one had seen it in generations. The adventure begins. Four thrill-seeking adventurers, Vikram, Anya, Kabir and Tara, loved chasing forbidden places. One evening, while drinking by a campfire near Arunava, an old hunter passed by and, half-drunk, spoke of the well. He said it lay where the trees bleed, a spot where the trunks oozed a red sap, and the air turned cold in the middle of summer. Kabir grinned. "Let's find it tomorrow." Despite the old man's warnings, they packed their gear at dawn and entered the jungle. The deeper they went, the stranger things became. Bird calls vanished, insects fell silent. They noticed trees with dark stains like dried blood running down their trunks. The air grew thick and bitter. The sun barely pierced the canopy now. After hours of trekking, they stumbled upon it. A wide, ancient stone well, half consumed by vines. Bones, small and large, littered the ground around it, bleached white by time. A strange cold wind rose from its mouth, carrying with it soft whispers. Despite the growing unease, Vikram insisted on lowering himself down using a rope. The others hesitated, but curiosity won. As he descended, his flashlight beam danced along the stone walls, revealing ancient carvings of twisted, eyeless figures. The whispers grew louder. He called up, "There's a passage down here, I'm going in." Then, silence. After a tense minute, Kabir shouted down. No answer. The rope went limp. They argued, but finally, Anya and Tara decided to go down together, leaving Kabir to guard the surface. When they reached the bottom, the air was ice cold. A narrow, arched tunnel led away from the well. On the walls were carvings of people kneeling before a faceless being, their mouths open as if screaming. Following the tunnel, they reached a cavern. In its center stood a massive pile of bones, and on top sat an ancient, rotting throne. And Vikram was there, sitting on it, his head bowed, muttering something incoherent. His eyes were white, his skin looked ashen. Anya screamed, rushing forward, but as she touched him, his body crumbled to dust, leaving only his clothes and a skull behind. The whispers now filled the room, overlapping voices, some crying, some chanting, some laughing softly. A shadow began to form above the bone throne, a towering figure made of writhing bones and darkness, its face just a hollow void. Then a deep, otherworldly voice spoke, kind of echoing through the air. "More! Feed me more!" Tara and Anya ran. Behind them, the bones started to rise, forming these skeletal hands that clawed at the air. As they reached the well shaft, Kabir's voice called down, "Grab the rope! Now!" They scrambled up, and the unseen force was pulling at their legs, whispering their names, voices of dead relatives, old friends, lovers long gone. Just as Tara reached the surface, a bony hand caught Anya's ankle. With one final, desperate pull, Kabir dragged her out. The three of them fled the jungle without stopping. By the time they reached the village, the sun had set, but the whispers hadn't stopped at all. They came from inside their heads now. That night, Kabir vanished from his room. His bedsheets were soaked in blood, there was no sign of struggle, and in his place, a small white bone, still warm to the touch. Years later, Tara returned to Arunava. She asked an old woman if anyone else had ever found the well. The woman's pale eyes fixed on her. "There's no well," she rasped, "but something calls when it's hungry, and it remembers those who found it." As Tara turned to leave, she heard it again, faint, from the treetops, a familiar voice. "Tara, come back down, we're waiting." Hey, if you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe.